Hey everybody. Today I'm here with Hannibal Starbuck. He is a candidate for the Upcountry seat of Maui County Council. Thanks for walking story with us today, Hannibal.
All right.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your background? What are your ties to Maui? Why do you want to be in the council?
Okay, well, I'm a lifelong resident of Maui, and I figured out I had 16 years where my zip code was 96793 right here in Wailuku. Although that was out in Waihe'e and Kahakuloa and Paukukalo and Wai'ehu, places I lived out there. And I also spent time in other locations on Maui, including Puelo, Ha'iku, and Upcountry, Makua, and Pukalani. So I feel I know Maui very well, the place and the communities. And I just want to get more involved in the decision making that affect the working class citizens, the working class community of Maui.
So I did see on your website that you are a teacher. You've been a teacher for 12 years. How does that prepare you for the job? What's the connection there?
Well, I'm a science teacher at Baldwin High for 12 years, and we continue to get to know the community in our teaching roles. For instance, I'm very often, every year, I teach students of friends of mine, people who I went to school with. I graduated from Baldwin High, and I teach the children of these families, and I get to see what they're doing now and maybe hear about what they want to do, and then I can kind of visualize if Maui is, you know, available for them anymore, or if they need to, you know, seek their opportunity somewhere else.
What about as a What about as a science teacher? I saw that on your site too. That science is a big part of it.
Yes, so I'm very passionate about science, and we have a wonderful science department at Baldwin High School. In all of our subjects, I personally teach physical science and physics and earth science. So my degrees are in physics and geoscience. I have a master's in geoscience and a bachelor's in physics. So that's gonna add background knowledge for me to help understand, you know, the environment of Maui and things like, you know, climate change and sea level rise, and as well as natural resource management, and even things like engineering, because the physics is all about math, and the council is constantly bombarded with numbers and figures, and I think that the background in math and all that would add some new perspectives to the council.
On that note, how are you different from Yuki Lei, who's the incumbent?
How am I different from you today? Good question. So I want to give a voice to the working class people, and because I come from a working class family, my father was an instructor at Maui Community College. He taught English over there, or now it's UHMC.
Right.
It was MCC back then, and my mother was a nurse. So I feel that there's less and less opportunity for working class people to get ahead. So that's what I want to do. I want to make it so the quality of life for people is top of the line, like it was when I was a kid. Because even though we struggled at times, we always felt that our quality of life was high.
So then, as far as other priorities, what would you say are the top 3 issues that you would like to focus on if you were in council?
Okay, so as far as upcountry issues, I really want to take a look at the water meter list and try and expedite that process. And I know it's complicated because it hasn't been, you know, they deal with about 60 people on that list per year, and 50% of those people accept the offer, and the rest maybe can't afford it, or it's too long, or things have changed since they applied, which was 6 years ago or something, or longer. So I want to take a look at that. As far as all of Maui, I'd like to look at some infrastructure issues, such as putting the Paia bypass that the community wants. So the community that I've heard wants the bypass that goes from across the airport, you know, above Sprecklesville, up by the mill, and then all the way to by Maliko, which is the old Turnahala Road. And the DOT has chosen a different path, and for financial reasons or historic reasons for things in Paia, I think it can be done. I think that, and other infrastructure like moving Honoapi'ilani Highway Mauka, that needs to be done. And these are all, you know, multi-million dollar, hundreds of million dollar projects. So let's look into ways to get these done because it's needed.
Right. So then on that note, right, spending notes, the budget just passed. Is there anything in the County of Maui budget that you would reprioritize?
I think there's a lot of good stuff in the budget, and especially when they're helping out community organizations, you know, giving money to nonprofits and all that. And let's see. Of course, I don't agree with raising the fees of our community centers for the people, you know, too much. You know, it seems like that was raised a little high that I've heard. Yeah.
Well, all right, Hannibal. We made it to the banyan tree. Thank you so much for spending time with us, walking story with us. Don't forget to vote in the primary August 11th, the general election November 6th.
Aloha.